We are going to start another question, which is the density of lead whose symbol lead is an element whose symbol is capital P and small b is 13.3 gram per centimeter cube. Gram per centimeter cube. What is this value in kilogram per meter cube? So we are going to solve this dimensionally. So the given physical quantity is density, and we know the dimension of density. So comparing the dimension of density, i.e. ml minus 3t to the power 0 with m to the power a, l to the power b, t to the power c, we get a is 1, b is minus 3, and c is 0. So now let 11.3 gram per centimeter cube equal to n kilograms per meter cubed. So now let's write it in MKS and CGS system. So since we are given in CGS and we have to convert it to MKS, let's write CGS system over here and MKS system over here. So in CGS system, mass is represented in terms of gram. Similarly, length is represented in terms of centimeter, and time is represented in terms of second, and n1 is 11.3. So in MKS system, our mass is represented by a kg, length is represented by meter, and time is represented by second, and n2 will be n in this case because we are considering it as n. So now let's continue. So now we have the formula, which is n2 is equals to n1 m1 by m2 raised to the power of a, l1 by l2 raised to the power of b, t1 by t2 raised to the power of c. Let's put some pretty brackets around it. So it's supposed to be a square bracket, don't mind the round brackets. So let's keep all of them. Let's remove this bracket. So now we can add the value. So the value of n here is 11.3. m1 by m2 is 1 gram by 1 kilogram to the power 1, and L1 is 1 centimeter, L2 is 1 meter raised to the power of minus 3, and finally 1 second by 1 second raised to the power of 0. So you might have a question, which is why did we not take kilogram in the top? Because the simplest reason is to match it with the formula, which makes it easier for calculation. But why we are actually doing it? Because now you convert it. So when we because originally the system is in CGS system, so the system which you are currently using will be in the top, and the system you want to change will be in the bottom. So now if you watch the derivation where we talked about this formula, you knew that the m2, l2 and lt2 can go on this side, on n2 side. So n2 will be in kilograms, meter and second. So that's why it must be in the bottom. So the system that you are using will be in the top, and the system that you want it to be converted to will be in the bottom. So now let's continue. So 1 gram, we can leave it as 1 gram, or you can convert it into kg, but I like to convert the larger value into the smaller value, because it's much more easier. And similarly, centimeter, I'm going to leave it the centimeter over there, and I'm going to convert it to 100 centimeter minus 3. So let us add the brackets. Where are the brackets? There are the brackets. Let's match for both of them, and since here it is raised to the power of 0, it will just be 1, so no need to write that. So now the units cancel out. Now it's simple algebra. So now let's do it. We will get n2 is equals to 11.3 times 1 by 1000 into what would be this number? 1 ones, tens, 100, 1000, 10,000, 100,000, million. So 1 million, because we had let's go back, 1 by 100 into 10 into minus to the raised to the power of minus cubed. So minus cubed means it is just trying to say 100 cubed, because the minus is a reciprocal set, which will make the denominator go to the numerator and numerator go to denominator. So it will be 100 cubed. So 100 cubed means to add 2 zeros 3 times. So that will give us 1 million, which will give us n2 to be 11300. So it's 11,300. So that means n will be 11,300, since we said n2 is n. So therefore we can write 11.3 gram per centimeter cube to be equal to 11.300 kilogram per meter cube, or to write it in scientific units, we can write it as 1.13 times 10 to the power. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Since 4 units are being moved forwards, you have to multiply it by 10 to the power 4, which moves the decimal point by 4 places, kilogram per meter cube. So this was it for today's video. In next video we are gonna do a theoretical question. So bye bye.